Okay, my guests are back, so I guess we're good to go. Alright, well, my brothers and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... You know, they say that a good turn deserves another, and that is exactly what I intend to do today. That's why we are back here, once again, to tackle Cryptic Lands of Magica and Earthira, aka Plumai. I'm using that logo again because I haven't got a chance anymore. Because if you see from the title, apparently it's actually now Cryptic Lands, Magica and Earthira, Episode 6. It's now the series name has become Cryptic Lands, and Magica and Earthira happens to be the name of the season, which kind of ruins the Clomae thing because the O in Clomae is from the of part. So I guess it's now just CL Mae, which is not nearly as good. So I'm just going to call it Clomae. I think that works. Yeah, it makes more sense. Okay, and so yes, BB wants to enter. However, unfortunately, this time we are at capacity because I happen to be in a call with the two other people, both of whom are still around right now. And those people are, of course, Emily and the creator of the video, KW.
Wait, no,
Don't you have
no, wait, Jacob better. You said a curator plus 2 guests. That's
I was
rude.
gonna say.
You know, you could have not pointed that out, and I could have actually got to sleep at a decent time tonight, but sure.
Sorry, Jacob.
Well,
you made the rules, and we remember
You're
it.
not allowed to sleep.
Okay, guess I'm not sleeping tonight. All right. I'm already hungry. This doesn't bode well.
Go get some popcorn.
I don't have. It's too late. Too late. Who's here?
I'll eat food and we'll
Someone's
entertain.
drawn a
The
ritual
FNAF
circle.
trio will entertain
I can
this
feel the power. Oh!
Oh, what a shame. She's gone. She'll be
I did
missed.
just realize this is the weird FNAF trio. Okay.
Oh, God,
No, be careful. Don't kick me too much. My power might grow to swearing levels.
Oh,
It's
no.
a quarter.
It might reach that cap. You know, it might go over 9,000. Which 9,000? I think it was. That's how
It was
the
over
meme is.
9,000. Yeah, it is. The meme is over 9,000. Yeah, I don't think you do that. You care too much about your moderator rank. All right. So Clomai, let's get started. I was going to take some chances to go back and refresh my memory, but guess what? Once again, I have been prevented from doing so, not by traveling distance this time, but by YouTube itself, because for some reason, a bunch of profiles and some pages on there just straight up just don't work anymore for anyone.
No, yeah, we checked out on our phones, PCs, iPads,
A
and
Switch.
such.
We checked on the Switch, I think.
Yeah, the Switch. That didn't work either.
So
It just doesn't work.
So yeah, I might be slightly out of the loop here, but I'm pretty sure I remember the important stuff. So I
Yeah.
guess let's go. Without
And I
further
hopefully
ado,
did answer your questions because I did comment on your questions, like answer them. So in the last.
I can't bring up those answers anymore either because I have to search up the video.
No,
But oh well.
no.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to him today. Let's see. Without further ado, on with the review. That's the wrong video. Audio.
No. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, rewatching ponies? What? No.
I'm all up for a rewatch of ponies, but we did just do that off camera. Okay, here we go. All right, let's bring myself down into here so I can have a bit of face cam on this area. There we are. All right, let's go then. Welcome back to Clame, I guess. Anyway, okay, let's go. Without further ado. It's hard to explain a little, but I guess you could say I'm a werewolf. I'm from a different realm too. Oh, this is you, KW.
Yeah. Right. What about Fiona? Was she was she here? We're looking for her.
Yes, she was here, but 2 enemies took her.
Took her? Who were they? Why did they took her?
Yeah, why was that in past tense? Anyway. It was a demon and a werecat. I don't know why they took her. I wish I could have protected her better.
Then we're going to go after them. We're going to save Fiona.
I may not have powers. I may not have any abilities. I may be human, but I have spirit.
Star. No.
But Hannah, they might be dangerous. Who knows what they can do? Apart, aside from beat up a werewolf from another realm and kidnap someone.
I don't care. Fiona is in danger. We have to get her back.
I don't think Anna's going to change her mind. Let's get some things and go save Fiona.
Edra! Woo!
Yep, here we go. The reason these videos will never be monetized, ever. Even when I get that back. Feels like you do in that situation, but oh well. Have I ever pointed out? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh.
Oh, whoops. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Have I ever pointed out that in this scene, P is like extending his arms, but then immediately like recovers again? It's like, this was no. I feel fine.
So what was the context of this scene? Because a lot of these moments just look like Jake's trying to flirt with Pierce.
By punching him in the stomach. What flirting techniques have you been privy to?
I'm not seeing anyone punch. I'm just seeing a weird little like smirk and very seductive eyes.
He did punch Pierce.
You missed the punch 2 seconds ago?
That just happened, yeah.
All the things you feared I was. Another villain in your story. You think that I'm a spitfire, you should. Afraid you're on my bad side, that's good. If I wanted to end
Nobody like 2008.
You should have. By the way, you should have made that thing where he flashes into like the other form quicker. Just throwing that out there. You can see it for too long.
Yeah, that's true. And I see what Emily's saying about 2018 as well. You know, but particularly with the obscure your eyes with text or something like that, which isn't what happens in here, but it's close enough with the way that Daniel the villain is dressed.
I mean, some of the plot line I've seen reminds me of 2018. So do these designs, and does this music.
Wow.
This music does flash me back to like old AFMA tribute videos, yeah.
KW, guess what? That makes you retro.
Oh!
That's not a good thing in the Gacha community.
Specifically MCD.
2018 was the year of the rising heat. So
2018 was the year of I got turned into a baby.
Cryptic, Earthira, and Magica. I forgot the titles in the other order.
I got turned into a baby and everyone hated me.
2018 is the year of Lily Trescott.
Yeah, it was like the hated child got turned into a baby while the princess got, I don't know, married.
Didn't most hated child just start off with them as a baby already? Just regressing the whole story. Actually,
yeah, but like no, it was like they became adults and then the hated child became a baby again.
Right, yeah.
Like, gave them a shrinking potion, put them in a diaper, and told them to act like a baby, or else they get abused.
I did not
turning
enjoy.
them into a baby
I did not enjoy raising you, child. Now I am going to turn you back into a child again, so I can raise you a second time. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Hey,
Yeah.
this.
Wow.
Hey,
It was like,
this is
like a bullying punishment as well.
this is like the opposite of the whole like classic like stereotypical plotline with time travel things. You can't just do over things. Meanwhile, gotcha parents are like, test me.
And I do it again. In fact, I will do it again. Hated child, come over here. What's wrong? You know, aside from your sister being taken to another dimension, what's wrong? What could possibly be on your mind?
Oh, you can get another one.
Wow!
Just replace her. Like, it's not that hard.
Hey, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe you can buy a clone of her in like some other world.
Nah,
This
just
ain't fun
Did you
now!
not take advantage of the buy one get one free trial? Jesus.
this is just Aphmal's understanding of babies in Phoenix Job High.
It's just that I sort of pointed a gun at my dad.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember that scene at least. Out of nowhere. Don't worry, I'll keep you safe. She's the one with the gun.
Yeah, I was gonna
She's
say.
already safe.
Why doesn't she just fire? Also, if the
If you say
concern is
so.
being safe, then maybe she should have just fired at her dad whenever she had the chance. I'm just saying.
Don't worry, I've got my own safety right here. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, I have a bodyguard.
Don't worry, I'm good.
Dad, are you home?
Oh, okay, that's why she was
You just
saying
went
that.
to go visit him again? What?
She does still live there.
I don't think he's here.
He's afraid
Right.
of you. Good job. You now have a house.
You go to your room and get whatever you save Fiona, like the gun, I guess. Oh god, here.
Okay.
She put in the get house free code.
This just becomes like sister location. She like opens up her closet and just hops inside of an elevator to go like 50 feet down and into like some armory or something.
That sounds cool. Oh, yeah, sure. I pointed a gun earlier. I'll take this, a knife.
Hey, you know, they always did say don't take a knife to a gunfight. A better solution, take both.
What do they say not to take to a fight in another dimension against supernatural creatures? Maybe the knife is made of silver or something, I don't know.
You're the creator. Make up some world building on the fly here. Come on.
The knife is a special kind of silver that will affect the monsters, but
Yeah.
Anna
I
doesn't
see
know that
that.
yet.
Yeah, you
The
got to
thing
get into the GM mindset here, all right? We're the players, and we're asking you questions you didn't account for. Hey, what do they say for this? What's the equivalent?
Well, that's the thing. The funny thing is that I can't say anything about the reason why she has a gun or a knife because that leads into season 2.
That's not the question. We don't care about that. What's the equivalent to the quote?
I forgot the quote.
Hey, you're taking too long. You're breaking the immersion for the players here, all right?
The quote was, "Don't bring a knife to a gunfight." And I said, "Don't bring a knife and gun to a fight in another dimension with supernatural creatures."
Oh, don't bring the creator to their own show because they don't have all the questions you need.
Yes, I have heard that phrase before.
I'm sorry, KW, you are not America's next DM.
Miss,
America's
we
top tier.
need a show for that. I need that in my life. In the entire we get it's like a 2-episode like arc for everyone. The first episode is like a one shot, and then the next is like it may, or maybe it's like a collection of one shots, and then the last half is like actually like the DMs like competing against each other and seeing who makes it to the top. In the end, is like America's greatest like DM. It's great. This is genius.
So DMs. Let's say I'm an NPC trapped in a dungeon with 0 helpful items or anything, and surrounded by a bunch of monsters. How would you have your players rescue me? Contestant number 1. What would you?
And part of the contract is you are not told anything until the actual time as far as the plot goes.
You also can't choose your players. You get given like a bunch of new players.
You actually get like 10 players, and half of them will leave without telling you anything.
I would love to see a campaign where the characters remain the same, but like every so often, the players leave, an entire new set of people come in, and they have to keep going.
The QSMP actually does something similar. They have like a bunch of eggs that they have to take care of, but different admins play the same eggs if like the main admin is away.
Oh, I thought they were doing like actual like in-game item eggs, but okay.
No, I mean like NPC eggs. Except with it is players, but they are pretending they are. You get the gist. You get it.
Yes, it's like an Egg's Guide to Minecraft, of course. Great show.
Wow.
Oh, where? I was about to ask the same thing. Where did they go? Did you just eat them? Really? I just took them off. Yeah, then where are they? You just took them off, but they're not in your hand or your pocket or anything. You just vanished them.
That kind of reminds me of a bad version of Darius. Is that how you say his name?
Darius.
Darius.
Everyone says Darius for some reason.
I don't.
Felt like that. I don't know.
You know, I don't say my own character's name like that.
Yeah. Anyway, Anna, are you sure you want to do this?
Positive. I want to save my sister.
No.
Okay. Follow me. I know a way to get to Magica. Apparently, I guess. I know the way. Anna, wait.
What is it this time?
Bring back a souvenir.
Do you have? Is this the right time? Excuse me. Do you have any feeling for someone? We're about to go to another dimension. What are you doing? There's more important stuff right now. Yes. Well, crushes. You see, I haven't considered that really, but can we please do that when my sister might not be like tortured and incinerated in another realm that I have no comprehension of? Yeah, thanks. We'll continue this conversation later.
What?
That works too. I thought to let you know, I might have feelings for you. Best time to bring this up right before you go into a battle. Just to really, make sure you're in the right mindset for the task at hand.
Okay, like, like this is not an actual excuse for fears or anything, but like that. But like I said, he has feelings for Anna, and I don't know if you pay attention, but like when in the last episode, when Zach and Anna hug each other, and Pierce comes in, he got a little upset, so he decided to see if Anna has feelings for Zach.
Yeah. My follow.
Got it.
Yeah, who cares at this point? Like, sure, he might have a suspicion right now, but the point isn't necessarily that he has questions about it. That's fine. It's just the timing of when he asks said questions.
Exactly. I know. I said this is not an excuse. This is like the whole point of his character. He just doesn't know what's a good time to say certain things. Like,
I'm sorry. Wait a second. That's the whole point of his character. How many more times do we expect things like this to happen?
Well,
Wait,
what do you mean? What do you mean? This is his whole point? Are we gonna get into just a ton of dire situations? He's gonna pop in and just say the most inappropriate things.
Anna, I know that our bat friend is currently firing lasers at us. But hey, are you seeing anyone right now?
Have you ever
Just-
thought about marriage and
Just-
kids?
I like to imagine one of her like best
My
friends is
God.
dying, and then Pierce
Bye.
comes in the middle. He's like, "Hey, by the way, can we kiss right now? I know this is later now."
She's like bleeding out on the floor. Hey, I know we only started dating 2 seconds ago when I asked you out while you were fighting, but can we like
And you didn't
get
say
married?
yes.
Ashes
when
to
you
ashes.
didn't say yes and screamed at me to get out of the way?
Pierce just
Ashes
doesn't
to
breathe
ashes,
fine.
dust to dust. I'm so sorry about your sister. I'm sorry we're too late. Want to make out?
I've prepared a motel, like
Just thought to like.
what? By the funeral home.
Oh. Okay, I guess yeah. Nice parallel with the exact same sentence. All right.
Ew.
I have feelings for you. Just thought to let you know. Gee, I'm a flashback. You're talking to Pierce right now. Pierce is confused. Who the heck is Dean?
You can call me that if you make out with me.
And meanwhile, Pierce is like in the real world. Like she's hallucinating this. Pierce is like, what is happening? She's kissing me, but who
Oh
is
my god,
Dean?
they actually
We
are.
have
Wait a
to-
second. They actually are.
I was kind of hoping she'd just be kissing air.
Really? That's the prediction for today. God, all right, fine.
I was really hoping she'd just be like making out with air, like, and this is just like, Anna, hello. Oh, hi, colourful llama panda 75.
I think Buns is just dead
It's
silent
timing.
right now. Oh.
Yes, nice name. Anna, I'm sorry.
She
I'm
kissed
so-
you.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you kissed me in a hallucination-induced moment. What? Why is he apologizing now?
Just stay away from me!
Mixed messages. Mixed messages.
Hey, by the way, Anastasia, do you have a therapist or meds or anything? By the way, I can see this becoming an issue one day.
I'm not sure that her dad believes in therapy, but definitely should.
You know, I'm just saying. So, you know,
What?
one day it's gonna be worse than a
Stop
kiss.
pretending stuff!
Okay, Bond. Does that have a thing for men with weird eyes? Probably. Moving on. Anna. How did you lose? How did you lose her? She went to the door. It's an open field. How is that even possible? Where's Anna? Oh, did you know the portal was in the door? You had to say a word before to travel here. That's why she disappeared. This is a real kicker. Yeah, it's a kick somewhere. That's for sure. I thought she was with you.
She's dead.
I'll go find her. Be right back. You were already right behind her.
Did they not see her leave? Like, I'm guessing she went out the door. Are you?
Okay, KW, I genuinely have a question. What are you trying to convey to us in this scene? Because I feel like I'm missing the point.
So remember in My Shimmering Husband when the main character, whose name I've forgotten now, hallucinated her husband?
I'm aware, yeah.
Kai. Yeah, I think that was the idea that, you know, it's like a constant
no,
presence, and
not
then the
based on
memory,
Here's
memory
my
manifests.
see.
It's eerily close.
Here's my confusion, right? So she has like a hallucination of the guy, and then she like reenacts what she did in a hallucinated state, and then she realizes, oh my god, it's actually you. I don't like you, whatever. And then the music kicks in, and again, it's a slow, somber tune, and she comes running out very awkwardly, and then says she's gonna go check on someone because that's related, and then it becomes like an action theme, and it's like, what am I supposed to be
action?
What is she trying to do? What's the point of this reaction? How did any of this happen?
Okay, so what Piers was trying to do with the action sequence, the action music was there to support the urgency of trying to find Anna. And now it's gone back to somber because we're back from Anna's perspective, where she's lamenting about Dean's death.
I mean, okay, but why is she looking for her right now?
Because clearly because she kissed Pierce, and then he wants to find out now why she kissed him, and then immediately had a breakdown and left running.
Right, but I just don't get how this relates to Anna.
There's a thing called human empathy that Pierce is trying to express right now. That's why he's going to make sure that she's okay. That's how it relates to her.
Well, obviously she doesn't want to be around him.
That may be the case, but I think we've established that Piers is not the best with social skills regarding timing or anything. Anna, I'm sorry. You lost someone, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, just stick to apologies. Holy crap.
Yes, my partner, Dean.
Oh, is that why you called me Dean when you were kissing me? A lot to unpack there.
They were killed by a gun. I have a gun, so I would defend myself.
Come on, guns don't kill people. People kill people with guns.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air had an episode about this.
I imagine they did.
Yes.
And also,
it was one of those more serious episodes, as one could imagine.
Also,
Yes, but remember, or Anna and Baby Bear hasn't seen the previous episodes, so okay. Anyway.
No, I saw one previous episode.
Okay, but yeah,
I just don't remember a ton about these reviews after they happen.
Okay, well, in episode 2 or 3, they have explained that Anna and Fiona has an abusive home.
Which relates to Dean being killed by a gun in this instance. That feels...
Well, that's one of the reasons why she has a gun, but there's another reason, like, just in case if her father decides to hurt Fiona in any way, shape, or form, besides being verbally abused.
Which, that is what happened in episode 4, I think. That is what... It's
like
that was the first time.
Yeah, her dad basically grabbed Anna saying, "Oh, you're not going anywhere," and everything. And, like, kind of hurting her, and so she only thought it was, like, to defend herself by getting a gun out and pointing at him, so, yeah.
Okay, speaking of guns, I've got to point out the phrasing in here. They were killed by a gun. Not by a person with a gun. Not by a shooter using a gun. No, they were killed by a gun. What happened in order to not have another person operating it? Oh, hey, what the heck is this thing?
Well, no, I mean, I've seen that phrasing before. That's not so worrying. What's worrying here is why is there a period after killed and then followed with by?
I do not
because
know.
It's a disjointed sentence. It's not meant to, this time I can see why. No, they were killed.
Anyway, by a gun, Jacob.
Actually, wait, hold on. That is actually exactly how this book is formatted, to be fair. Like there's full stops everywhere, but there shouldn't be.
Yeah, but the thing is, KW very clearly uses this whole like multiple dots thing to indicate pauses, right? Well, why didn't you just use that between killed and by?
Because actually, periods also imply pauses. There's just a different length of time between those pauses.
Yes, by a gun, Jacob, by the way, there is actually a real reason why she didn't say by a gun, by a person, or anything like that.
Oh, right, yeah, I forgot the gun floated and shot it by itself.
No, there's an actual reason!
Okay. It was a shapeshift that turned into a gun.
That is the real reason.
He killed himself. Very morbid, sorry.
No.
Right.
No?
What happened?
Nothing. Let's go save Fiona.
If you say so, let's go.
Dude, I'm with this guy. I feel awkward just like, dude, this episode's pacing. I'm not a fan of it.
Well, don't worry, because it's over now.
Oh, wow, yeah. Man,
Thank
You-
God.
you really could have fit more into here.
I know this was longer.
This is one of those things where longer would have actually been better because
We
you
can
tried.
just go and watch episode 7 now if you want to, baby butter.
You shoved like 2 different plot lines in here and just like you hardly even juggled them. Like
Yeah, because it's because one of them definitely should not have been addressed here because the prompt for it was Pierce and his ill timing with confessing feelings right after someone's sister has been kidnapped. So, doesn't. So yeah, that's why it feels like it was forced in, and then when once it became the main conflict,
the episode ends.
It ends after it got resolved. It's like before we go, we gotta address this again, which is still going to be an ongoing thing. It's not like it's going to be solved here, and then we're going to go back to where we were before.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
it's like,
yeah, so I guess cons, the pacing and timing of story.
I promise you, season 2 will be better.
You should have that on a T-shirt at this point, KW. I promise season 2 will be better. Okay.
When was this made?
Like
A few months ago.
Okay, well then you don't get the season 2 will be better excuse. Like this is so recent. It's like, well, what happened here?
I think basically the reason season 2 might be better is because now she's been able to gauge the audience reactions and I guess some critical responses as well.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to know better. So I think that's why season 2 will be an improvement. It's kind of like with ponies, where a lot of the improvements that were attempted to be made in the movie were as a result of the reviews of it.
I mean, I guess it just, I don't know. There's some issues where that makes sense, but there's some glaring things that you would think you would have checked whenever you rewatched this, right? Like whenever you proof watched this, you would have noticed at least 1 or 2 issues.
Oh,
Bon, you might be onto something here.
oh,
Killed by a gun and then proceeds with the fact that she owns a gun.
oh, oh.
Okay,
Well, the
that's
fact that KW is reacting this way means you're probably right.
Yeah, pretty much. I also heard that that today going through different scripts and Aiden suggesting different Fallen Angels characters actually guessed that you used KW's real name for a character and then gave away immediately the fact that you started freaking out. So yeah, you have got a terrible poker face apparently.
We don't even see the face. You just have to mute.
Yeah, you've got a terrible poker voice.
You can even react this way. Just make it so we don't hear you.
We read your, everyone reads your poker voice. You're not fooling anybody.
Yeah, but I will probably say I think this is probably my least favorite episode just because I feel like I did like too many plots in this one.
Well,
no, I mean, well, again, it's not that there's too many plots. It's because you didn't pace them correctly. Filler is important sometimes. There is a fine line. Like filler is not always bad. I know everyone talks about filler like it's a bad thing. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it's not. But there's an in between point, and whenever you want to juggle these two things, you have to have a transition plot, and that tends to be the filler.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't add like 2 extra scenes or something like that. Like at least a few more scenes to this episode, and so because this will. Like I said, like the first season was like half scripted, where I got the idea of where the episodes are going and everything, but I haven't fully like wrote out a script where like who's talking and what's happening in this scene and everything. I just okay.
You didn't know what was gonna happen in the scenes? I understand the whole like you don't know who's talking, right? That makes a little bit more sense. But like, you didn't know what was gonna happen in the scenes?
It's a 1-person improv session.
No, it's not the fact like I don't know what's gonna happen in the scenes. I just don't know like what scenes in order, if that makes sense. Like in order. because there were times where I like second guess myself.
Oh
on
no,
what
this
scene.
is only getting worse. No, you need to order your scenes.
I like second guess myself a lot with season 1. Like, do I want to add this scene? Do I need to get rid of this? Like,
Here's the
fit
thing,
with the
right?
plot?
That's exactly, but that just means you need to take extra care whenever you proof watch stuff. Like again, like I second guess a lot of my projects and a lot of my scripts and stuff. But like, it just means that if the final project isn't great, then I fix it in like the very next episode because I notice what went wrong usually. That's a good thing to keep in mind whenever you're doing this sort of stuff. Like whenever you're second guessing yourself, it means one of two things, maybe both in certain cases. A, you have too much anxiety, or B, there really is something wrong, and maybe you don't know what it is. Maybe you can't fix it for that one episode, but you should be able to see it when you're going through. Like just like a viewer, you will notice there's something off about a scene.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you one way this could have been. Oh, sorry,
go
Karen.
ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I tell you one way this could have been fixed in some way. If they have to prepare a portal themselves some other way, and say, okay, well, we're gonna be standing here, but we have to wait until this charges. It must gather up enough energy. All right, okay, we will sort that out. Make sure that it all runs smoothly. You two can wait over there. You know, Anna, while we're waiting. One thing occurred to me. Do you happen to have feelings for anyone? Something like that. And then that way, that can bring that up. Then she can, I guess, hallucinate Dean.
That still feels a little bit out of place, though. You want there to be a triggering point for why someone would ask that.
Yes. So Pierce realizes that Anna happens to glance in Zach's direction, and Pierce clocks it, and so then he's like, okay, I need to ask now. I need to know. I must know. It's now or never.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's better. That fixes it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like in the last episode when like Anna thought Zach was like dead for sure, and he woke up and she was hugging him. Pierce came in and he's like, "Oh shoot, they might like each other and everything like that." So he thought he should ask her while they were going to go find the portal to Magica in this episode.
This is like that one scene of Zach teaching Lana how to teleport, but just way more cliched.
Yeah, okay, so a cliffhanger does not happen once you say something is to be continued. Right, that's not actually how that works. It's to be continued is nothing more than a promise that something is happening next time in relation. It doesn't automatically mean a cliffhanger. So
it wasn't like an intention to be a cliffhanger.
So the thing with it, right, is a series, right, has a point, but similar to a sentence, or more accurately, similar to a paragraph, right? A paragraph can have a point, but each sentence has its own mini point that adds into the overall structure, right? And if you hold something off to the next, you mention something, you bring it back in like 2 sentences later, and it's like a weird cutoff point. It's like, well, okay, but now this is bad grammar. It is the same thing for a series a lot of times, unless it is clear, unless you write it in a way that does add in enough suspense to allow something like this to happen, right? You want each episode to stand in a way that it feels like progress has happened all on its own space, while it also adds to the overall space of the series.
Yeah.
Each episode is a sentence.
Each episode is a sentence. Okay, that's interesting. Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why I probably should ask more people to overlay my script, because even though like Aiden's like helping me with the season 2 script, yes, season 2 script is been written up, to get ready and everything like that. That's
and
all
it exists. That is good.
Yeah. And so, but maybe I could ask people who isn't Jacob Butter, who's reviewing my series, see if the plot and the story wise go there. As much as I would love Jacob to look at season 2 script, I just don't want to spoil stuff until he sees the season 1 finale.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, because it was obviously Aiden told me that you and Bomb were talking about scripts today and such. I was like, I didn't think to myself, oh, I was like, no, what they invite me to this? Like, no, I know exactly why I wasn't there. It makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't get that luxury. I have too many wacky things that I will get beaten for if it comes out and he doesn't know the context for it.
I mean, yeah, even some of the stuff that does end up coming out.
There's which, by the way, there is one thing that I need to ask you about, but it's so much later. But it's one thing that I know you won't let slide if you only get part of the context at the same time as the viewers.
Yeah, fair enough.
I can tell you right now, you'll like it once you hear the full context. If you saw the episode on its own, I would be liable to get fired. If I'm being completely honest.
Okay, all right. Well, you can go ahead and tell me that because well, we're done here, so we can we can go ahead and quickly mention that before I go either bathe or eat, depends what I choose.
After the episode, after the stream.
Yes, that is what I normally do. Well, I normally bathe before the stream, but I didn't have time this time because we were on KW stream, so I'm going to do it now. Or maybe after.
I will say I do think baths are better than showers. Just saying.
I agree.
No.
They need time. They need time dedicated to them. So it either has to be before the stream and then I get ready immediately afterwards, or it has to be I'm doing a stream first and then I don't have enough time really to properly enjoy it, and then here we are.
So fair.
Like today.
Are you a bath bomb kind of guy?
No.
Shower supremacy.
PC power. Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like. Wait, Emily, you didn't give any of your final thoughts.
Oh yeah, you need to say your final thoughts. Come on, Emily.
I hate the design for the burning passion.
Okay,
oh my
yes,
god! But anybody
I won't go into that because we'll be here for another hour. Also, I'm meaner on stream, and I don't feel like bullying right now. You should, compared to where I'm like off stream, don't ask me for advice on stream. You will get bullied. Off stream, I'm actually helpful.
Yeah, a lesson that Johnny learnt the hard way.
Oh! Weren't she ninja designs like in Star Wars?
Look, we're already getting a rant video made about us. Let's
I know.
let's not stoke the fires too much.
I don't feel like being added to that fire. I have some choice words to say, but
It
back to
depends.
this.
Yeah.
It's an interesting plot line. I mean, perhaps there's some comedic timing that needs to be worked on that isn't. I know we're about to go into a different dimension to get your maybe dead sister at this point.
Maybe dead sister.
Do you have a crush on anybody? Next thing you know, he's like gonna pass a note that says, "Will you be my girlfriend? Yes or no?"
Oh, that's what happens during the death scene that I was talking about. He doesn't even say anything because that'd be inappropriate. So he writes a note and just slowly passes it over.
Yeah, and then she's like tentatively is like finger shaking, tries to write an answer, ticks one of the boxes. We don't see which one it was, but before he reads it, she coughs up blood and the whole page is splotched. Wait a minute, is that yes or no? Yes or no? Anna, wake up! Yes or no?
I need my answer before you die.
Desperately tries to like clean it off. Spends months trying to like do his disinfectant or something.
He like goes into like the like science labs to try and like photocopy it so that we can get like a previous the sort of stuff they do with like Jack the Ripper theories.
Oh god.
Just goes to a photo revelation booth, like shines. Anyway.
Is there any pros, Emily? Oh wait, you said the story is interesting. I guess that's the pro.
I mean,
do you have another one?
You don't pick up on sarcasm, KW. I think I've like thrown so much sarcasm at you, and you just haven't picked up on it.
I know. Look, I'm just going Diane Holden.
Emily, this
Season
is why she
dismissal,
couldn't.
guys.
Emily, this is why she couldn't voice her own British character. Whenever it worked out.
I can't do a British accent.
No, I mean because British
this
sarcasm
morning and-
is such a huge thing.
I've heard
I love-
I've heard that a lot of Americans just think that British are always sarcastic. At literally every word.
Well, we're more sarcastic, but definitely not all the time.
What I mean though is like I've heard situations where they just can't tell the difference. Like I say they as if I'm not part of America there, but
Mm-hmm.
I am generally aware that your accent is not just constantly sarcasm.
What sarcasm? I don't know any.
And on that note, I think it's a good moment to go. So, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I tell you what, pros for me, it doesn't butcher Star Wars. Okay, please. Also, your opinion matters. So come on, so ready. And on that note, until next time.
JWL.